There's a lot of confirmations and rumors as we head into this year's WrestleMania, and it seems like WWE has their own plan on what exactly a unification is, so we gotta talk all about it. This is WrestleRound, bringing you today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. Make sure to have those notifications turned on to always be up to date on our wrestling coverage, and let's get right into it. And let's start off today's coverage with an unusual report, as apparently Vince McMahon has decided to give Ricochet a big push on SmackDown. This is the reason why Ricochet ended up getting television time on the last SmackDown episode. Ricochet stepping up against Sami Zayn, being in a backstage segment, and well, according to PW Insider, they are the one reporting to expect more Ricochet on Friday nights, as currently he is quote-unquote being billed as the number 2 singles babyface for the entire SmackDown brand. Number 1, of course, being Drew McIntyre. Also, it was indicated that the New Day, Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick are considered top babyface tag teams right now. Ricochet has an Intercontinental Championship opportunity coming up against Sami Zayn this upcoming week, so that should be interesting. He could win the title because technically Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn doesn't need that title at WrestleMania, but who knows, we will see where WWE goes with this. We have heard these type of rumors before where Vince McMahon decides to push a superstar, and then all of a sudden 2 or even 1 weeks in, they decide to forget about that push. On top of that, Ricochet was said to be one of the guys that Vince McMahon quote-unquote give up on soon after the pandemic started, so let's see if this is a Ricochet push that actually continues. Let's talk some WrestleMania confirmation coming out of this week's Monday Night Raw, and some of the highlights that happened on that show. So Edge just went absolutely crazy against AJ Styles. AJ Styles accepted the challenge, so that matchup is confirmed for WrestleMania. There are a lot of people complaining that Edge turned heel out of nowhere. That definitely was out of nowhere, but this is Edge. I feel like every single time WrestleMania comes around, we just get to see that aggressive side of him. Then he leaves, comes back, and is a massive babyface. It was also confirmed that the brand new team of Sasha Banks and Naomi will be getting a title opportunity at WrestleMania against the current Women's Tag Team Champions Queen Zelina and Carmella. That matchup confirmation was definitely quick. Some extra interesting notes coming out of Monday Night Raw. Damian Priest finally turned heel. This time was right after losing the United States Championship to the brand new champion Finn Balor. And on the show we had RK Bro taking on the Street Profit. Unfortunately, this match ended right after an injury scare with Randy Orton, in which Randy Orton took a Montez Ford splash off the top rope, and he was in immediate pain in what seems to be his right shoulder. The referee appeared to let people know in the back, so at that moment it looked serious. In a good update from all of this, Montez Ford did tweet it out that everyone is healthy after Monday Night Raw, so it looks like Randy Orton is good. We are getting dangerously close to that Jeff Hardy AEW debut. Last week, Jeff Hardy basically confirmed that he did sign with the company, and the Wrestling Observer Radio gave us the latest updates on his debut, indicating that Jeff Hardy should be in AEW relatively soon. So no specifics on that debut, but it is expected to happen sometime this month. Someone who we probably won't see this month, or who knows when, is Elias, as Ringside News ended up reporting that Elias is currently in creative purgatory, and sources indicate that his name is not coming up at all. The last that we heard of Elias was when he was burning his guitar. Clearly he's still burning that gimmick. We know that they also wanted to change his look. Apparently he came back with brand new tights, but Vince McMahon did not like that he looked too similar to Randy Savage. He was spotted backstage in December with a clean shave and shorter hair, and that was it. It almost makes me feel like I'm doing a missing report, but all of this doesn't make sense because Elias' gimmick was already working. He has a unique gimmick. He was pulling it off, so why not just continue it? As a babyface, the crowd cheered him. As a heel, he got some really good heat, dissing everybody in the arena. And the last report we're talking about is in regards to the unification match at WrestleMania, which will be the main event of night 2. WWE right now is hyping it up like there will only be one single champion after that big matchup, and it looks like that is not really the case. WWE is sort of like fake advertising advertising right now, because according to the latest report, the plan is to still continue with the brand split and for each brand to still get one major World Heavyweight title, meaning that there will still be two main titles. The Wrestling Observer Radio ended up revealing that WWE does not feel like it's feasible to have one main champion because they have to appease NBC Universal and also Fox Network. They went on to add that yes, it is a unification match, so they will unify those titles, except it looks like right after they're just gonna forget about it, and it looks like that champion is gonna have to defend both titles. There's also speculation that maybe WWE does unify the title, but then they're just gonna introduce a brand new title for the brand that is left out without a champion, because the end goal is to still have two major titles. It really feels like WWE just advertising this as a unification match to get more people talking, when in the end it's just not going to matter. They're still gonna have two titles, and even if they just unify it to one, they're gonna introduce a brand new one. The USA Network and Fox have been wanting the brand split to continue, and it's clear that they're not gonna be happy if they don't have a main champion. So that is all the latest that I got for you guys. If you enjoy or found it informative, don't forget to elbow drop it, and of course hit those notifications to continue being up to date. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.